Oh, yes, darling. Welcome to my show. You have flipped my switch. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mettaton. But you must surely know who I am. I am, after all, very famous, darling. You know, the one who can turn on your heart light. Now, a child came through here recently, but you aren't a child, are you? No, you're much older and very, very cute. I tell you what, I would love to see if you have what it takes to date the mighty, the powerful, the glamorous Mettaton. Now, what do you say, darling, to having a little contest? I'd like to see if you can keep up with me. So, let's set up a scenario, darling. You and I are on a date. Now, we are at a restaurant. We have just sat down, and an adoring fan comes up and asks for my autograph. What do you do? Do you shoo them off? We are having private time. Do you attack them for daring to speak to me? Or do you step aside, give them an autograph? What do you think? Time's ticking, darling. That's right. Of course, I must give them my autograph. You are very smart and, may I say, very cute, darling. We need to have more adults like you come through down here. So, let's say you and I are on a date and we are walking through the forest and a big, scary bear comes up and wants to attack me. What do you do, darling? Are you going to throw yourself in front and save me from the bear? Are you going to run away and leave me to my devices? Or are you going to let me fight the bear? You have got it again, darling. You are on fire. That's right. Mettaton does not need help fighting a bear. You just need to watch back and watch my heart light as I cut it to ribbons with my words and with my fancy footwork. Oh, do you like the boots, darling? Yes, they are custom made. When my robot body was made, I said I want to be as fabulous as possible. And I think you'll agree that I have absolutely succeeded. So you are doing so well. Before you can go on a date with me, though, you do need to answer one final question. It's the end of the evening, darling, and we have finished our glorious date. You have shown me the world, and We are standing outside of my ritzy apartment. Do you bid me adieu and kiss me gently on the fingers? Do you bow gently, or do you come in and say, may I give you a kiss, darling? Oh, you didn't even have to think about that one, did you? That's right. You go in for the kiss. I think you have earned the right to go on a date with the one, the only Mettaton. Now, as my fellow adults, I want you to show up promptly tomorrow night after my show. Of course, you know the show must go on. And then we will go out. Where we go and what we do is entirely up to you. But you know you'd better impress me, darling. You know you don't want to let down the most fabulous, the most famous creature in all the world. So, what are we going to do? Are you going to take me to see that boring skull kid? Or are you going to do something really fun? Oh, how interesting. You want to take us out of our video game and into somewhere else? What video game did you have in mind, darling? Are we going to race like that little hedgehog? I don't know how fast I can run in these heels, but I'll certainly give it a go. Ah, you were thinking something a little more romantic? An island, perhaps? Oh, I like it. Now, this island will, of course, have champagne, darling, won't it? Oh, good. I'm glad you haven't lost all your senses. So you and I go to a remote island and spend the evening together? I think you are going to be a very good date. Now, one last thing. If I am attacked, just so you know, I may go into a few minor, teensy defensive measures. And if so, just stand at a distance. You don't want to get in the way of my bombs, of my dangerous foot kicks. You don't want to get in my way when I'm protecting you. All right, darling. Good. So, 8 o'clock sharp. Pick me up, and we will have a grand old time. Ta-ta. Thank you so much for watching Roleplay Riot. If you have enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Consider joining my Patreon at roleplayriot.com, where you can suggest which cosplay